Okay, so we're going to mastermind. I am going to mastermind this morning by sharing with you uh, my celebration that I shared earlier and before we started recording, and the courage that it took me to follow through on my intention yesterday. So Sue shared how she had the courage to ask the nurses that were working with her, getting her prepped for her procedure yesterday on her heart, that she started everything with a celebration, and she asked them if they would share a celebration prior to administering the anesthesia and starting with our procedure, getting ready for the doctor to do the laparoscopic procedure on her heart. So I thought that was amazing that she was able to do that, to speak up and do that, which not amazing for her because that would be her norm, but it would be amazing if I had the courage to do that when I'm in situations where it's going to be super important that we have a positive energy. Which, what situation isn't it super important that you have positive energy? The quantum physics behind the celebrations and the momentum that you gain when you start out in that kind of a trajectory, that if you do that, then it continues to follow through on the day. So at the beginning, we had a city council special meeting all day yesterday because we were interviewing for a new city manager. Very important, very important. I mean, this is going to affect our city for years, for decades, in choosing a new city manager. And so when we went into closed session, I asked the mayor if I could have a few minutes, and I explained the quantum physics behind celebrations and forward momentum, and asked if we could begin our time together with celebrations. And then I offered my celebration as a model, and then asked the rest, the four, well, it's five of us because the city attorney was there as well, to do that, to offer a celebration to start the day. And man, they really embraced the idea, and they shared celebrations for our work on city council as well as for their personal lives, and it was very positive. And so anytime that we step out of our comfort zone and we are courageous, what a good feeling that is, and accomplishment, and just build your confidence to step out again. So I don't know if that will become a norm as we work together, but it could. And so starting with celebrations could become a way that we begin our city council meetings, as a group of five council people. So I was really proud of myself, and it was just for me that was a pretty good risk. That wasn't just a stretch. That was a risk for me to ask everyone to do that and to follow through and do it. So that's my example, and I want to thank Suze for her example of courage and being able to recognize that science behind engaging in in activities that promote momentum in a positive way. That's what OPWP does for me. It gives me that oomph, that push, that capacity to step out and be courageous. And so that's why I love this organization, and I will continue to do that as often as I can. So that's what we'll do. Good morning.
Good.
How are you?
Good. I'm trying to, I was so used to having this when the schedule was before, like every Monday and Friday at 9 a.m. was Liza and her love hour. And
Oh,
then
yeah.
every Tuesday at 2 p.m. was my action hour. And then the calendar changed. So it all like messed up my world, but not really. So I told Beck that I'm like, I am going to try to just, suck it up and just try to hop on when I can.
Great.
And I looked and I saw there was an hour right now. So
Yes, yes. Well, I just finished masterminding about some courage I took yesterday.
Okay.
And so we can continue masterminding around courage. I don't think it takes courage for you to get on here, but maybe it does. So maybe that's
It doesn't take courage. It just takes a little extra discipline. Because I get kind of used to, I got used to it. It was like on my phone, on my calendar. It's like every Friday and Monday, or Monday and Friday at 9 a.m., every Tuesday and Thursday at 2 p.m.
Yeah.
But those all changed on me.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to organize. So I'm like, I made a promise that I was going to do my best to try to get on, and here it's Friday and I finally got on something.
Yeah. Well, great. So that's practicing your commitment to yourself, and sometimes commitments to
this beautiful group.
Yeah. 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 And things have changed a lot. I mean, there's new leaders and new topics, and things have shifted.
Oh, I know. I look at the calendar and it's like, well, and that's the other thing too. A lot of it's in the like later afternoon after 4. And that just doesn't, I'm in sales. I'm always flipping working.
Yeah.
So that doesn't always work with me. But so I'm looking, maybe Monday I'll be able to hop on Beck's Grow.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I have the calendar literally open in front of me every single day.
Well, that's a good way to be organized. I have I'm still old fashioned, have a written calendar. It's right in front of me all the time because it's impossible. But let's go ahead and get your celebration and your intention, and then we'll go ahead and recording. And we've been talking in our masterminds, we've been talking about how sometimes courage appears to be this giant thing. You see the picture of the lion, have courage, and all that. And yesterday, Sue's brought up, remember the parable or the fable where the lion was trapped in the net by the hunter, and the mouse chewed it and freed the lion. And I love that analogy because we think of mice as being tiny and timid, and lions being big and courageous. It was the mouse that saved the lion.
Right.
And our acts of courage can actually be tiny. The smallest acts of courage can bring sometimes the biggest results. So I don't know if you have had experience with that as well, but in Fearless Living, we talk about our comfort zone and expanding that comfort zone to, to have more influence, to be more courageous, whatever.
Right. So, I like to say, I actually had something I think that I could say was kind of courageous this morning, of not having any drama, and kind of shifting a topic to, okay, I'll just read it to you. So this was this is from my mother, sent to, and I honestly think, because she has a lot of different message threads that she has with different people, I honestly think she did not mean to send this to my sister and I, and that she meant to just send it to her brother. Because they have some similar thinkings. But she said, pray for our country. Biden and his buddies are quickly destroying our country. Soldiers and civilians have died because of this disgrace in the White House. So heartbreaking. That's what I received this morning. And I understand this conflict that she speaks of has been going on for about 20 years.
Right.
So it's not just this administration's thing. So my response, because I'm a dot, I don't like drama. I wrote, not pointing fingers or blame anywhere. As you know, I always try to keep the peace. This world needs healing is all I am going to say. And that I love you.
Good for you. Good for you.
So I think that did take a little bit of courage to not flip out on my mama.
Exactly.
And say, Mom, why are you sending this shit to me?
Yeah.
And I think it did take a little courage. It was, my sister alerted me. She's like, what the? She goes, Mom should not be sending that stuff to us.
No.
But I told my sister, I said, I honestly think that Mama just meant to send it to Henry and not us. But so my response, I think, was very, very well placed.
It was. And then I think it takes great courage because it takes a lot of self-control.
Mhm.
Not take that, take that negativity and that contention into our being and then
Right,
speak it out again to somebody else, because
right.
it would be it. I always want to just say, I just want to respond to those kind of things and say that's
Oh
not,
yeah.
but that doesn't change their mind, right? So by
It
saying,
doesn't change anyone's mind. Kind of like Facebook, I scroll by. I mean, I have my, family is divided, friends are divided, if you want to call it that. I see the crazy things people post. They're right to post it. They're right to believe it. I just choose not to engage with it.
yeah, absolutely. I have a book. I'm in a book club where I'm the minority in terms of this political conspiracy theory, and at points I've actually just got up and left because I'm not going to engage in arguing with them. And the purpose of our book group is to discuss a book, not to discuss politics. And so I'll just say,
Right.
I've got to go to a meeting. Let me know when the next discussion of our next book is, and I'll
Hmm.
be there and I leave because it just churns up this contentious drama, like you're saying, in my heart and soul. And I don't want that. Because that's
Hmm.
not good for me. That's bad for my health and it's bad for my psyche and for my forward movement, so, but I'm not going to engage in it. I feel like it's more courageous to get up and leave than
Yep.
engage in the drama, like you said. Yeah. Yeah. It takes great courage, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, well, go forward today and have courage. That's all I can say. It's
Ah,
been a pleasure to connect with
same
you.
to you.
I've seen you for a long time. So
I know. And yes, I'm trying. It's fun. That's just you and I, and that's beautiful. I was like, I was hoping Beck would see me on here.
yeah, well, you just let her know. She'll know because she goes in and puts these all on YouTube, so she'll know.
Oh yeah, she puts the recordings. Oh, and I had politics in there. Oh, I forgot we were being recorded. Oh my gosh. Oh well. It was a courageous thing, and it's
Positive.
it's
Yeah.
there was
Okay.
nothing that was icky that was said.
Have a great
Have a beautiful day.
bye bye.